A very good morning, everyone. I am Akhila, Assistant Professor in EI Department from Ignan Institute of Technology and Science. In previous class, we discussed about the clippers. This one is one of the application of the diode. So now we discuss about the clampers. Okay. So what is meant by clipper? In previous session, we discussed about clippers now. So what is meant by clipper? Clipper is nothing but we are eliminating the unwanted portion of the input signal. That is nothing but clipper. So now we discuss about clamper. Okay. So clamper is nothing but it is also one of the application of the diode. So this by using this clamper circuit, we can changes the DC levels of the input signal to the desired level without changing the shape of the applied signal. Okay, so it will changes the DC level of the signal to the desired level without changing the input signal. Okay, so this is one of the definition of the clampers, and one more definition. Okay, in this clamper circuit, by using this clamper circuit, we can move the whole signal, whatever we are applying the input signal to the circuit, that whole signal moves upwards and downwards. Okay, to the set either the positive peak or the negative peak of the input signal at the desired level. Okay, is it clear or not? So the clamper circuit moves the whole circuit. So whatever we are applying to this input signal to the circuit, that whole signal is moves upwards, downwards. So upwards nothing but it moves the complete, it is in positive side. Okay, so in next when it is moved to the negative side, so that is downwards is nothing but it is a negative side of the signal at desired level. Okay, so this is nothing but clamper circuit. Okay, this clamper is also referred as, it is also denote it is also called as DC restorer or clamped capacitors or AC signal level shifter. Okay, this is nothing but clamper circuit. So now the classification of clampers. So clamper circuits are classified into two types. One is a positive clamper and negative clamper. Okay, so positive clamper is nothing but already I told now. So what is meant by clamper? Clamper circuit which moves the input signals to the downwards or upwards. Okay, so when the input signal moves to the upwards, then that circuit is called as positive clamping circuit. Okay, when the input signal is completely moved to the downwards, then that circuit is called as a negative clamper circuit. So now we discuss about the positive clamper circuit, negative clamper circuit, and how it is moved to the positive side and negative side of the input signal. Okay, so now we discuss about the positive clamper. So how see this positive clamper circuit and negative clamper circuit. So first of all, we discuss about the positive clamper circuit. Positive clamper circuit. Positive clamper circuit. So see the circuit diagram of positive clampers. So in this clamper circuit we are using the diode, capacitor, diode and the load resistor. This is positive clamper circuit. So here the what is the input signal of clamper circuit? Sinusoidal signal. This is the positive peak voltage Vm and this one is the negative peak voltage minus Vm. Okay, so see here in this circuit, So diode direction is like this. So diode anode terminal is connected to ground. So this is the positive clamper circuit. So when the diode conducts in forward direction only, forward biasing condition only the diode conducts. So here if we are applying the negative half cycle negative voltage to the diode, then the diode is in a forward bias, then the diode conducts here. Okay, so diode conducts is nothing but it is a short circuit. So the diode becomes like this. So when we are applying the negative half cycle, for the negative half cycle diode conducts, so the circuit becomes like this. So it is a short circuit. So total current flows through the diode only. So there is no signal appears across the output terminal. So v naught is equal 0 volts when we have applying the negative half cycle of the input signal. So the diode conducts. So it is in forward bias condition, it conducts. So it is a short circuit. So total current flows through the this diode only. So there is no output signal across the load resistor. So output voltage is 0 here. So complete current flows through this capacitor and the diode. So when the current flows through the capacitor, then what happened? Capacitor charges to the peak value of the input signal. That is, what is the peak value of the input signal? So here we are applying the negative half cycle now. So what is the maximum peak value of the negative half cycle? Vm. So here, so it stored the charges, that is the negative half cycle of the input signal. So it stores the charge in opposite direction. So it chose it store the charge up to Vm only. So that is the maximum peak value. So what is the input voltage of this output voltage of this circuit now? So we can get this output voltage is equal Vm. So capacitor stored charge is equal, that is the output voltage. So we can get the output voltage is Vm volts. Next, whenever we are applying the positive voltage to the circuit, positive voltages is applied to the positive half cycle is applied to the circuit, then what happened? When we are applying the positive half cycle, this diode is a reverse bias. Positive voltage is applied to the positive cycle applied to the cathode terminal. So the diode is a reverse bias. So in the reverse bias condition, the diode does not conduct here. So it is a open circuit. It's like a open circuit. So here what is the input voltage? Vi. Already Vm voltage charged in the capacitor. Capacitor charged voltage is Vm. So Vm charge voltage, and this is the open circuit. So here in this condition it is a open circuit now. So directly the total current flows through flows to output terminal side. So output voltage is V naught. So see here, this one is the load resistor RL only. So see here, total output get across the load resistor. Okay, so see in this circuit it's like a simple RC circuit now. So apply KVL to this loop, this circuit. So what we get here? So output voltage apply, this is the current direction. So apply KVL to the loop, apply KVL. Then Vi plus Vm minus V naught. Okay, whenever the current enter into the negative terminal side, we can get the positive voltage. So Vi plus Vm, so it is a positive terminal, so minus V naught is equal 0. So then V naught is equal Vi plus Vm. Okay, so now how we can draw the waveform. See here, what is the input waveform here? So sinusoidal signal. This is the input voltage. What is the positive peak is Vm, negative peak is minus Vm. So already we know the equation. So already we know the equation now, V naught is equal to Vi plus Vm. From this you can, equation we can draw the waveform. So when the input voltage is 0, so then what happened? Vi is equal 0, then V naught is equal Vm only. So when we are applying the 0 volts, we can get the 0 Vm output. So this is the Vm. So next, whenever Vi is equal to Vm, so highest peak value, this one is the positive peak voltage Vm, then V naught is equal Vm plus Vm. So we can get 2 Vm. So this is a 2 Vm. So we can get 2 Vm. Again, capacitor discharges now. So whenever 0 volts, we can get Vm output volts. Next, whenever Vi is minus Vm, then V naught is equal how much? Minus Vm plus Vm. So 0 volts. So we get 0 volts. This is the output waveform. So completely this positive, actual input signal, this is the input signal. Okay, this complete input signal moves to the upwards. So it is a positive clamping. It is a positive clamping, and it is also called as negative peak clamper. Negative peak clamper. Okay, so negative peak completely move to the positive side now, so it is called as a negative peak clamper circuit. Is it clear? So now we discuss about the positive clamper, sorry, now negative clamper. So negative clamper, negative clamper circuit. So here what is, see here the circuit, for the negative positive difference is direct, just diode direction is different here. Diode capacitor. Okay, so here see here, this what is the input signal, this one is the input signal, Vm minus Vm. See here, so whenever we are applying the positive half cycle to the circuit, then this diode becomes a forward biasing, so it conducts here. So diode is a short circuit, diode is on, so it conducting, then the total current flows through the diode only. So there is no voltage across the output terminal, so there is no signal appears across the output. So total current flows through capacitor, then whenever the charge applied to the capacitor, then we can get the charge here. Whenever we are applying the current moves to the capacitor terminal, then the capacitor charges up to the maximum value, that is the maximum, what is the maximum peak? Vm. Okay, but it's stored in a reverse direction. Okay, so here the capacitor stored charges minus Vm. So whenever we have applying the positive half cycle here, so whenever we are applying the positive half cycle, diode is on, so it conducting, so the capacitor store the charge, so it is a short circuit, store the charge Vm, that is in reverse charge minus Vm. So output voltage is minus Vm volts. Next, when we have applying the negative half cycle, diode does not conduct here, so it is a open circuit, then the circuit becomes open circuit here. So whenever we are applying the negative half cycle, whatever the charge stored in the capacitor, that is slowly discharging here. So here what is the stored charge? That is minus Vm. So load resistor plus minus. It is simply RC circuit. So now apply KVL to the circuit. Apply KVL. This is the current direction. Plus minus plus minus. So whenever the current entered into the negative terminal, we can get the positive voltage Vi. Next here the positive terminal. Whenever the current entering into the positive terminal, we get the negative voltage, that is a minus Vm. Next minus V0 is equal 0. So V0 is equal Vi minus Vm. Apply KVL. We can get this equation V0 minus Vm. From using this equation, we can draw the waveform. See here, this is the actual input signal. Vm minus Vm. So what is the output signal? This one is the input signal. So when input voltage is 0, so here 0 volts. No? So when input voltage is 0, V0 is equal to minus Vm. So we can get the minus Vm. So here this is minus Vm. Next, this is the first condition. Next, input voltage Vi is positive Vm. So Vm, then V0 is equal to Vm minus Vm. So that is 0 volts. So we can get the 0 volts here. In this condition, we can get 0. So again it is down to 0. So 0 volts. Next, whenever we are applying the negative Vm, so that is when Vi is equal to minus Vm, then V0 is equal to minus Vm minus Vm, that is minus 2 Vm. So we get the minus 2 Vm. So this is the output voltage waveform. So whenever we are applying the input signal, sinusoidal signal, this complete input signal is moved to downwards. So it is a negative clamper or positive peak clamper. It is also called as positive peak clamper. So complete positive peak, this positive peak is moved to the negative side. So this it is also called as positive peak clamper or negative clamper. Okay, is it clear? Now we discuss about clamping circuit theorem. It is very important. Clamping circuit theorem. Clamping circuit theorem. First statement. What is the statement of clamping circuit theorem? So this theorem states that under steady state condition, the ratio of the area of under the output curve in the forward direction, ratio of the area under the output curve in the forward direction to the area under the output curve in the reverse direction. The area under the output curve in the reverse direction. Output curve in the reverse direction. So it's clear. So it shows that what ratio of area under the output curve in the forward direction, that is AF, is divided by reverse direction. Area under the output curve in the reverse direction. That is AF by AR is equal RF by R. Okay, so what is meant by clamping theorem? Clamping theorem is nothing but under the steady state condition, the ratio of the area under the output curve in the forward direction is nothing but diode is in conducting state to the area under the output curve in the reverse direction. So here when the diode does not conduct. Okay, so that is AF by AR is equal to RF by R. Here RF is nothing but where RF is forward resistance of the diode, resistance of the diode. So R is nothing but shunt resistance of the diode, shunt resistance of the diode. Okay, so now proof. So how we get this statement? So proof, see here. So now we are a negative clamper circuit. Consider this negative clamper circuit. So negative clamper circuit here. This is the shunt resistance, capacitor, diode, input voltage. Here we are applying the input voltage as square wave input signal. So here we are applying the square wave input signal. Input signal, square wave input signal. So see the output waveform. So actual input signal is in the negative peak clamper. What happened here? Complete the positive peak. Negative clamper. In the negative clamper, complete positive peak is shifted to the negative side. So we can get this type of waveform here. Actually in previous session previous one, that is nothing but in positive clamper, negative clamper is explained for ideal diode. So now in practically we are considering the practical diode. So we can get this type of waveform. So here complete positive peak is shifted to negative side, but in practically some voltage getting in the positive side also due to the cut-in voltage. So due to the cut-in voltage of the diode. So this is the actual output voltage getting whenever we are applying the square wave. So see here, this is the area under the reverse bias condition, that is the AR. So AR. So and this one is under the area in forward bias condition AF. So here T1, T2 intervals. Okay. This is the applied input signal. So this is the output under the steady state condition. Under the steady state. So now we see that the diode is off during the interval from T1 to T2. So hence the capacitor discharges. So let IR denotes the discharge current. Let IR denotes discharge current. So now the charge loss in the interval, that is T1 to T2, the charge loss in the interval T1 to T2. T1 to T2 is, so Q is equal to IT integral T1 to T2 IR dt. But here IR is nothing but from the Ohm's law we get VR by R. VR by R. So where VR is nothing but the reverse output voltage. VR is nothing but reverse output voltage. So then finally Q is nothing but integral T1 to T2 VR by R dt. So then Q is equal to 1 by R integral T1 to T2 VR dt. This is equation 1. Next, in the interval T1 to T2 to T3, that is in forward this interval T2 to T3, the diode is on. The diode is on is nothing but hence the capacitor charges and it regains the charge. Capacitor charges here. So then it regains the last charge. So let IF is the charging current. IF is the I suffix F denotes the charging current. Charging current. So charge regained is Q is equal to integral T2 to T3 IF dt. But from the Ohm's law, IF is nothing but VF by RF. So here RF is nothing but forward resistance of the diode. VF is nothing but forward voltage, forward output voltage. So it is denoted as Q dash. So Q dash is equal to integral T2 to T3 VF by RF dt. Okay, so then finally Q dash is nothing but 1 by RF integral T2 to T3 VF dt. So this is equation 2. Equation 2. Okay, so and at the steady state we have charge loss is equal to charge regained, both are equal. So under the steady state, so at steady state charge loss is equal charge regained. Charge loss is equal charge regained. That is Q is equal Q dash. Okay, so now Q is nothing but 1 by R integral T1 to T2 VR dt is equal to 1 by RF integral T2 to T3 VF dt. But integral T1 to T2 VR dt is nothing but area under the reverse bias. Area under the output curve in the reverse direction. Area under the output curve in the reverse direction. Next, integral T2 to T3 VF dt is nothing but area under the output curve in the forward direction, that is AF. Okay, so now, where 1 by R AR is equal to 1 by RF AF. So then finally AF by AR is equal RF by R. So where AF is nothing but what? Area under the output curve. Area under the output curve in the forward direction. In the forward direction. Forward direction with the diode is on. With the diode is on. With the diode is on. Okay, so AR is nothing but what? Area under output curve in the reverse direction. Reverse direction with the diode off. With the diode off. Finally, we can get AF by AR is equal to RF by R. Hence, this proves clamping circuit theorem. This proves clamping circuit theorem. Okay, so this is about the clamping circuit theorem. Till now, we discuss about. So this is about clamping circuit theorem. For this topic, the first unit is completed. In next class, we discuss about transistor. Okay, biasing, transistor biasing. Thank you.